Today, in today's lessons, I want to present you the present tenses form. There are four forms of the English present tenses, and they are present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. And today we will speak about these four tenses, how they are formed and their usage. The first one is present simple. Present simple is formed by is just simple present tense, and it is formed by subject plus verb, and verb has a es ending when it is a third person singular. For example, he, she, it. Yes, and then verbs has this attachment of es. The usage of the present simple is the following. The first one: use the present simple for permanent states and repeated actions and daily routines. For example, he works in a bank, or he takes the train to work every morning. So that means that the action happens regularly on a regular basis. The next one goes for general truth and laws of nature. For example, the sun sets in the west and the water freezes at 0 degrees. The next one is for timetables, for any kinds of timetables. It can be either plane, trains, or some programs like cinema timetable, etc. For example, the plane from Brussels arrives at 8:30. Also, it can be used for sport commentaries and reviews and narrations as well. For example, when you watch a boxing match or a football match, the speaking is done in the present simple. And the last one is to give direction or instruction. For example, there are a tourist who wants to know a direction how to go, for example, to a train station, and you give a direction by using present simple. Yes. And also, present simple is used with the following time expressions, such as usually, often, always, every day, week, month, year, in the morning, afternoon, at night, at the weekend, on Mondays. That means that the thing happens on a regular basis. The next one is present continuous. Present continuous is the tense that focuses mainly on the action that is happening now at the moment of speaking, and it is formed as following: s plus be and plus verb with the ending ing. Yes, and we use the present continuous for action that's taking place now or at the moment of speaking. For example, he's giving the baby a bath at the moment. Also for temporary action, but that are going around now but not happening actually at the moment of speaking. For example, I am looking for a new job these days. Yes, he's not looking the job for at this moment, yes, but he's looking like this week. Yeah. The next one is with the verbs such as always, constantly, continually, for action that happens very often and usually to express annoyance, irritation, or anger. For example, I'm always meeting Sarah when I go shopping. Action which happens very often. You are constantly interrupting me when I'm talking. The sentence expresses annoyance. Or you are always leaving the door open. The same action expressing annoyance. The next one is for action that are already arranged to do in the near future, and when the time and place we already know, or it has been decided. For example, they are moving into their new house next week. The time and the place has been decided. And also for changing and developing situation. For example, more and more species are becoming extinct. Yes, the action is changing. The present continuous is used with the following time expression. Now, at the moment, at present, these days, still, nowadays, today, tonight. That means that the action is happening now, at the moment of speaking. Okay. The next tense is present perfect. Present perfect is the tense that has slight past tint. For example, the action that started not so long in the past and can continue up to the present. We form present perfect by verb plus have or has, and plus verb in the past participle or by ending ed. It depends whether the verb is regular, it goes ed, when verb is irregular, past participle. We use present perfect for action which started in the past and continues up to the present. For example, Rachel has had the dog for 3 years. Action started in the past and continues up to the present. For action which has recently finished and result can be visible in the present. For example, she has just washed her hair. The result is her wet hair. Okay. The next one is for actions which happen at a stated time in the past. We don't know the time of the action, and the emphasis is placed on the very action. For example, I've bought a sailing boat. Yeah, we don't know the time when I've bought it. The emphasis is on the action that I have bought this sailing boat. The next one for action which happened within a specific time period which is not over at the moment of speaking. We use words such as today, this morning, evening, week, month, etc. For example, she has taken 15 pictures today. The time period is today and it is not over yet. She may take some more pictures. Present perfect is used with the following time expression as for, since, already, yet, always, just, ever, never, so far, today, this week, month, how long, lately, recently, still in negations. Okay. The next and the last tense is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous can be formed by a subject plus have has plus been and plus verb with the ing ending with the ing. And this tense differs from the present perfect in such way that this tense focuses mainly on the duration of an action. We can use present perfect continuous to put emphasis on the duration of an action which started in the past and continues up to the present, especially with the time expressions such as for and since, and also all morning, a day, or year. For example, Sam has been talking on the phone for half an hour. he began talking on the phone half an hour ago and he's still talking. So the action lasts for half an hour, for 30 minutes. That's why we use present perfect continuous. Also, for action which started in the past and lasted for some time, the action can be finished or not, and the result of the action is visible in the present. For example, her feet hurt, she has been walking all morning. The result of the action is that her feet hurt and the duration is all morning. The next is to express anger, irritation, or annoyance. For example, somebody has been giving away our plans. That sentence expresses irritation or anger, and it is used in the present perfect continuous because the plans has been given away for some periods of time. Also, we use the present perfect continuous with such following with the such time expression for and since. Also, we can use how long, lately, and recently. The main difference between these two tenses lies in the duration of an action. If the action doesn't last for some period of time, we use present perfect. If the action lasted for some periods of time, for example 1 hour, 2 minutes, 2 hours, etc., we use present perfect continuous. Also, here you have exercises that you have to look at, and you can decide to do it or not to do it. It's up to you. And also, I would like to explain you the thing with the have gone to, have been to. The main difference between these two expression is that have gone to means that somebody has gone somewhere and she or he hasn't returned yet. Have been to means that he or she has returned and is at home now. So you can also look at exercise 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we will do this exercise in the classroom, and also you can look at them briefly. Okay, thank you for attention. If you have any further questions, ask me on the forum.